Hi again. So, I bet you're wondering what happened yesterday, because I posted on Twitter that I was going to make this video yesterday. Well, I made it, and then I realized I had the wrong character. I mean, this guy has like 5 different versions in other universes. So, yeah. Um, let's just start with creators. So, this guy, um, we're going with the Earth 2 version. So this guy was made by the team of Bill Finger and Mort Weisinger. I don't know how to say that. Um, but anyways, so I know Bill Finger. We all know Bill Finger at this point. Um, but he's done other things besides Batman. Mostly Batman related stuff, but it's some really good stuff. So, appearances. His first appearance was in Leading Comics #2 in 1942. And this says that was his last appearance, but like it was his only appearance, but I don't know about that. Yep. We go to related, it says 3 appearances of Falseface. And he appeared in Justice League of America number 112 and number 111. And Volume 1, Number 2. That would be like... So how old is this? Okay. Yeah, March 1942. Okay. Oh, it mentions the 7 soldiers. Yeah, I just found out the other day that the Star-Spangled Kid is, I think, Skyman or something like that, and he was part of the 7 soldiers. I never really read up on that character, so that was interesting. I might do a Let's Talk About on the Star-Spangled Kid at some point. But I didn't realize his character was so interesting. I thought he had something to do with Watchmen. Because wasn't he in the Watchmen movie, like, mentioned? I was thinking he was mentioned in the movie. I don't know. But anyways, so let's get into the history of Falseface. Falseface was one of the 5 small-time criminals employed by an organizer known as Black Star, along with his colleagues Captain Big, Hopper, the Brain, and Rattler. Hold on, I gotta see if this is the Brain that is like an actual brain in a robot. You know the guy. It takes me to a disambiguation page. So which one of these guys is Earth 2? It would just be interesting to know. That's Earth S. That's Earth 2. Okay, so this guy, the Brain, it's just a guy. It's just a normal looking person. There's no oddities about him. It's kind of strange that that's who they pick. Is that the first incarnation of the Brain? Well, besides the one that I saw that was Earth S. Earth S and Earth 2 look around the same age. They both look like really dated comics, but moving on. He staged a robbery at a city bank by disguising himself as a construction worker. He drilled through a water main and used it to escape. It says, and used the escaping. So there's a typo. That's a typo. Pressurized water to blast a hole into the side of the bank. Oh. I see what it was now. It's not a typo. It's not a typo. And used the escaping pressurized water to blast a hole into the side of the bank. What you should have done is not had a comma there. I would have not had a comma there. After his friends and he robbed the bank, they disguised themselves as police officers and used a paddy wagon as their getaway vehicle. Is that like a police car? You could have just said that. I mean, does it say paddy wagon in the comic? Well, it probably does. Back to history. Black Star then instructed Falseface to undertake his second mission. He was sent to New Orleans to rob riches from those sponsoring a Mardi Gras celebration. His henchmen and he disguised themselves as clowns and insinuated themselves onto a parade float. I don't think that's the right word. You shouldn't have used that. This robbery drew the attention of the Shining Knight, who apprehended several Falseface's cronies aboard the New York Limited, but the Master of Disguise managed to evade capture. He then attempted to rob a valuable star sapphire gemstone from Mardi Gras organizer. I didn't know there were like organizers for that sort of thing. I thought it was just a celebration. J.J. Ennis. Falseface disguised himself as a police detective and was able to sneak into Ennis's home. He once again fought against the Shining Knight and briefly subdued him, but the Shining Knight escaped from Falseface's trap and arrested him. So what you gonna do? As far as abilities, he was only proficient in disguise, really, and as for notes, it's just the one note that says he was erased. But there are other versions of the character. He's in Prime Earth, but I don't know if the guy in Prime Earth is supposed to be this guy rebooted because there's no history written in the article. I wanted to include this guy because I thought he was an interesting character, but if that guy in Prime Earth with the gray face and all that stuff, if that's supposed to be this guy being remade, then I have broken my rules for the old 62. But I don't know. I don't know if it's him or just another character taking on the name Falseface. Clayface went by Falseface at one time, so that's a different character. So, yeah. I like this guy. I like it when characters are masters of disguise, and not in a corny way. It makes for an interesting story. It's a little cliche. It's been done a lot, but I like the idea. what it brings to the table, because you never know if that's the guy or not. And the other version that I read yesterday and I was about to post, and then I was like, wait a minute, this is the wrong character. He was a Batman villain, and Batman had the wrong guy at one point, and that was interesting. That was cool. So, yeah, I think this guy should come back for those reasons. But how would we go about bringing him back? We'll get into that on another day. I might not have mentioned, but after I get done with the old 62, I have created a schedule so I know what kind of videos I'm going to make and when I'm going to make them. So, yeah. One of those weekly things is going to be a podcast. I'm going to start podcasting on SoundCloud once a week. And I guess I don't have anything else here. So I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. I will see you tomorrow. And peace.